What's happening? What's up, peeps? What's going on to my rideshare road warriors? It's Carlton Lewis, aka Mellow Melanin, aka Mega Businessman, coming to you live and direct. And in this video, we're going to talk about why hope is not a strategy, and just some things that I went through a couple of days ago, actually yesterday, right? So yesterday was crazy. I know you guys usually don't see me with my glasses on. They probably look like super goggles or something like that on the screen, but yep, I do wear glasses, and I usually have them off when I'm doing stationary videos. But today I'm on the way to pick up a private client from the airport, and just making the best use of my time, I am recording this video. So if you guys saw my video from a couple of days ago, I had a pretty good Monday. Today is Wednesday, right? So I had a pretty good Monday, almost had a $300 day. I could have got back out and drove a little bit more, but the way things happened toward the second part of the day, it didn't work out where I got out. So yesterday, I wanted to see if I knew I couldn't duplicate the exact same thing, because no 2 days are alike in rideshare. But I attempted to do the same thing yesterday. So I went to the area that I like to sit in the morning, and I was going to try a different little strategy, right? So I wanted to see if I could snag me an XL ride early in the morning to the airport, and maybe see if I could do that twice, just like I did Monday. No dice. And so I got up and I got out. I think I was out 5 o'clock in the morning, and I stayed in that area of town where I was at, knowing that the traffic gets really heavy out there. I stayed out there to about 7:30, hoping that I would get an XL ride. And of course, I didn't get the XL ride, but to add insult to injury, I got stuck in a bunch of traffic. It was a bunch of traffic headed that way, and yesterday was not productive. I drove to an area town where it surges, and because I love that original area town at 7:30, it took me so long to get to the area where it surges every single day like clockwork. That's a strategy. You can bank on that. But because I was hoping to get a ride, and I got over into that area, it wasn't surging, I still didn't get a ride. And so I kept it on XL, hoping I could salvage the day, and I didn't. I didn't get anything. So yesterday morning, I had a big, fat goose egg. All right. And I didn't have any private rides. I didn't have anything else. It just wasn't favorable at all. So why am I telling you guys this? Because it's okay to test things out. Don't get me wrong. And me and my buddies, we talked about it this morning. Sometimes you'll test something out, or you'll have an idea, and it may not work out for you. One day the idea may work out, and you may make a killing on a ride. Other days that same strategy may not work. But for me, looking at the strategy that I was using, I wouldn't do that again. So today I decided to leave that area around 7 o'clock, and I didn't do as much as I would like to do on a morning time basis. Sorry guys, I definitely was focusing. It's raining here in Atlanta. Tractor trailers, they really don't slow down when it rains. I don't know what it is about the tractor trailers, but they will not slow down. I know this one had to be doing like 75 miles an hour past me. Just not hitting on brakes or anything. So So yesterday, like I said, yesterday morning I had the big fat goose egg. But the day was not a bad day. I went and got a shape up. I got a shave from my barber. Shouts out to E Styles. After that, I went and had lunch with one of my fraternity brothers. I was able to, I think I went home and took a nap. I did something. And then I actually, I didn't take a nap. I just started back driving, and I tried to salvage the day, and I wound up with like $50 or something like that. Nothing spectacular yesterday at all. I did finally get my XL ride, but it was a short ride, shorty. It was $55.38, and the person left me a $3 tip, which was cool. So I just turned my destination filter on and did my little ping pong strategy, and that I learned from my buddy Carlos. And I salvaged the day with like $50. And I had a teacher's meeting at my daughter's school, a parent-teacher meeting for one of her classes. So, it wasn't an awful day, but because I started my day off with hope instead of going, with my dedicated strategy, I sat around a lot in the morning. I totally sat around, was watching videos, things that I wasn't productive. I didn't make my own video, which I could have made 20 videos in that amount of time where I was just sitting there. So I was just basically, non-productive for the morning shift because I was hoping something was going to happen, and it didn't happen. And what's even crazier is that, none of my friends really did good yesterday either. So I'm not sure if it was something going on in the market where people just weren't taking rides, or, I'm going to put the finger back on me because I was the one that chose to stay in that area of town way past the time that I should have been there. And I was a person that, even though I missed the surge, I still could have did something. I still could have caught a ride. I could have dropped it down to Uber X only, and got a ride. So, or at least a few rides, but I didn't do it. I didn't do it. So, again, hope is not a strategy. Your strategy that you use, every day, it's okay to test things out, but today I went back to, once I saw that I wasn't going to get an XL ride, I left that area and I started working my strategy. And, I think I did like $60 this morning. I really like to do over 100 in the morning, and that's possible, but I was trying to do it without having to do so many trips. I mean, because if I can do 2 trips and make $120, who wouldn't do that? You know what I'm saying? Who wouldn't do that? But that's not a guarantee. That doesn't happen every single day from the exact same area. So there it is. I would like to hear you guys' feedback. Leave me a time, when you've gone through things like that, right? You just knew that it was going to be a guarantee, but it was more of a hope. Okay? You're guaranteed to get a ride, especially if you're on X. But even X was kind of like, from what I understand, one of my friends was saying, even X was kind of slow. So, I'd like to hear from you guys. What do you do? Do you have a dedicated strategy, or are you just turning your app on and hoping that you're going to get an abundance of rides from the exact same area, the exact same time of day? That's what I want to know. All right. So once again, this has been Carlton Lewis, a.k.a. Mellow Melanin, a.k.a. Mega Businessman, coming to you live and direct from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm still the Southeast Beast, the Conquering Chief, your Highness, the Finest, Prosperity Done, #1. And I'm going to catch you guys on the next video. Peace.